Hojab Senuhena Senud. Greetings to all. This is a two-hit combo about those people who claim that Prophet Muhammad was black. The title says Black Prophet Muhammad Absurd. And it doesn't come from me, it comes from an author who has studied in University of Al-Azhar. So you have the link to this article, that very detailed article, in the description box of this video. So all you need to do is scroll down. All you need to do is to scroll down to the extras, and here it says author. Let me check something here. That's the same. Author Habib Akande, Al-Azhar University student on Abiyad. And once you click, this is a quotation that we will deal with today. That's the first hit combo. He says in his book, Illuminating the Darkness. And before I go on and quote, I might as well mention the irony. And forgive me for the noise, the background noise. It's baby girl here who loves attention, as she should. Some French-speaking individuals who share that theory of Black Prophet Muhammad, they have actually quoted this author. So it's an irony. But anyway, let me start reading. He says, the Arabs' use of the word white was relative and was mainly used for fair-skinned peoples. The Romans, Europeans, and Persians were considered white in comparison to the Arabs, whilst the Arabs were white in contrast to the black Africans. White could also be used metaphorically for dark-skinned peoples. Tariq Berry points out in his book, The Unknown Arabs, the term white can be very confusing to those reading about the description of people of the past, because in the past, when Arabs described someone as white, they meant something entirely different from what is meant today. In the past, when the Arabs described someone as white, just want to check the sound. Bear with me 1 second. Check this out. That's good. Beautiful. So, in the past, when the Arabs described someone as white, they meant either that he had a pure, noble essence, or that he had a nice, smooth complexion without any blemishes. They meant he had a black complexion. He had a black complexion with a light brownish undertone. Ibn Manzur, the acclaimed Arab linguist of the 13th century, says in his Arabic lexicography, Lisan al-Arab, when the Arab says a person is abiyad, white, they mean that he has a pure, clean, faultless character. They do not necessarily mean that he has white skin. So when the Arabs say so-and-so has a white face, they mean that he is free from blemishes and defects. The 9th century linguist At-Tarabi informs us. The Arabs do not say that a man is white because of a white complexion. White to the Arabs means that a person is pure without any faults. Thus, a person described as white by the early Arabs may have been pale-skinned or had a brownish complexion. Unfortunately, some pseudo-Islamic cults of recent times have put forward the theory that when the Arabs used the word white, they were actually referring to blacks. Thus, when the Prophet Muhammad was described as white in authentic prophetic traditions, it means he was actually black. This type of reasoning is absurd and unheard of from traditional scholars of Islam. Traditional scholars of Islam are in agreement that the Prophet was most certainly not black or African pseudo-Islamic groups propagate in modern times. Footnote number 8, it's a bit small, I don't think you'll be able to read it, but it says pseudo-Islamic black sects of recent times include the Nation of Islam, the Five Percenters, and the Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, for the record, once again, Habib Akande, the author of the quote that I just read, graduated from Kingston University in the UK. And after graduation, he traveled to Cairo, Egypt, to study Arabic, Islamic law, and Islamic history at Al Azhar High School and University. Je suis en train de faire un live. Hein? Tiens, tu vois. Vas-y. Okay, so that was the first hit combo. And now let's deal with the second hit combo. So if you go once again at the beginning of this very detailed article, you can check out this link here that says Ibn Manzur about the word Abiyad in Lisan al-Arab. Once you click here, this is what you find. Let me check that we see everything. Yes. On the 17th of February 2012, Wesley Muhammad published an article entitled Muhammad, the Black Skinned Prophet of Black Arabia on his own blog called Black Arabia. You have the link here. And Wesley Muhammad wrote, Ibn Manzur reports in his Lisan al-Arab that al-Sumra is a degree between white, al-Bayad, and black, al-Aswad. And it is that in the context of human complexions, camels, etc. Therefore, we have once again a proof that the word abiyad/bayad, you basically have the masculine and feminine form of that word, means white. That is how Wesley Muhammad himself has translated it. And sumra cannot be a degree between black and black if we were to consider that abiyad means black. Now, it's a bit technical most likely for many of you, but not only some individuals claim that the word abiyad, which is the main word for white in Arabic, not only some people claim that it actually means black when it was used by the Arabs of the time, but they also try to claim that the word asmar, which means brown, something to that effect, they try to claim that it means black as well. But we are told once again that this is a degree, that sumra or asmar is a degree between white and black. Now, this is the screen capture of Wesley Muhammad's article. Here you can see white, and there it says abiyad bayad, and here you have asmar sumra, brown. Now, let's look at the definition of asmar in Ibn Manzur's Lisan al-Arab, as quoted in the website, the Arabic lexicon Hawramani. So here it says al-sumratu munzila bain al-bayad wa al-aswad. So the website almani.com gives the following definition for al-sumratu. It says a brown skin color resulting from exposure to ultraviolet light, brownness, tan. Now for the word munzila, the definition given is class, degree, echelon, grade, level, order. For bain, the definition is between / among. For al-bayad, the definition is white. For wa, definition is end. And for al-sawad, the definition is blackness. Now, lastly, that's one of the most interesting, as a matter of fact. Lastly, according to Ibn Manzur in his Lisan al-Arab, as quoted in Hawramani, here is how the definition of bayad, which means white, starts. It says, al-abiyad dida al-aswad, which means whiteness opposite of blackness. So this proves that the color white and black were considered opposite back then, just like it is in modern time. And for those who have followed, and if you have not followed, you are free to read this very detailed article, but they have tried to claim that the word Abiad, used by the Arabs of the 7th century onwards, meant black when they were talking about humans. But and they were trying to use Lisan al Arab's Arabic lexicon from Ibn Mandur to make that claim, that allegation. But here, that same author that they love to quote so much says that whiteness is the opposite of blackness. It basically kills their argument. So stay safe, stay healthy, and if I'm allowed to, by the Necheru, I will definitely holler back at you. Hotel.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving Medu Nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video Kemet and Ma'at before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neture classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how, involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Neture class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/Ma'at Forever.